Raise your hand if you're still planting tulips in December. I can't believe how nice it is outside today, and that's why I'm taking full advantage to plant all of these tulips that you see here, you guys. I got all of these tulips from Menards like 2-3 months ago whenever they came up and they had a sale, and I grabbed a bunch of these, and being the procrastinator that I am, I haven't planted any of these. So today is definitely the day because it's going to be getting really cold. Today is just remarkably warm for this time of the year. So I am going to plant a bunch of these in containers. I am going to see how many I go through for the containers, and I'll definitely have plenty leftovers for one of my flower beds. Let me show you some varieties that I got. I got a bunch of these Negrita varieties. Look at that, that's a beautiful purple color. Queen of Night. Look at that. It's a beautiful dark purple as well. These are one of my favorites from Menards. You will not be sorry when you get this. Van Age. I have no clue how to pronounce that. I have these Ronaldo. I don't think they're talking about the soccer player, but it looks nice. And the one mix that I have a bunch of these bags, but this is the only mix that I have here. This one is French mixture. We'll see how they look like. I have never tried these from Menards. We have a lot to do, so let's go. The weather right now is kind of a weird weather because it's not cold enough for me to wear long sleeves, but it's also not warm enough to be here in short sleeves. So I'm wearing my lovely sleeves from Farmers Defense. If you want to check them out, I'll put a link in the description. And I also feel like, again, this year I am going to risk all of these bulbs being here because these containers in the past couple of years have not been very good about growing tulips or really any bulbs, but I'm going to try to protect them this year better than other years as far as the snow and the moisture. So I'm going to find some sort of wood to keep them covered, but also one of the squirrels that I have around the neighborhood found one of these containers last year, so I'm going to have to protect it that way as well. I have about 75 bulbs in each one of these containers, and I really hope that most of them make it for next year, because if they do, they're going to be beautiful flowers for the spring. And if you're wondering what I'm going to do with these tulips once they're done blooming next year, most of the tulips that I grow in containers or in raised beds really are treated like annuals. I don't really worry about saving the bulbs. It's just too much work. It's just easier for me to plant new bulbs each year. The ones in the ground, I just leave them there for future years, hoping that they come back. But the containers, they're just annuals for me. Oh, I forgot the fertilizer. Okay, that looks good. Whew. It's starting to get a little bit on the cool side, and it's getting a little bit dark, so I gotta hurry up because I still have a lot of tulips that I gotta put in my flower bed where I have my water fountain. So I'm just going to forward everything just really quick to show you. I mean, you know how to plant tulips, but if not, that gives you an idea for next year how they're going to be looking like. I do have some tulips there still that have been there for the last couple of years. I am hoping that I still get a few of those blooms next year, but I am not relying on those. Instead, I got this. The way that I am planting the tulip bulbs here in this flower bed is I am getting them in bunches, in bulk. I am not digging holes for each tulip. I am just making big holes with my shovel, which is the best way for me to do this. And then I am sticking as many bulbs as I can in each hole. It is just a lot easier for me this way because I don't have to, you know, worry about spending all that time outside just making holes. It works for me. And I am really being careful here because I have a lot of irrigation. I have some electrical cables here for the pump. So I'm just taking my time deciding where I want the holes. And as soon as I decide that I have plenty of holes, I just fill them with the tulips. If I have any tulips left over, I will probably just give them to my mom the next time that I'm up there. But it's pretty much done. This whole year has been great as far as planting tulips goes. I have a lot of them already done, but I waited a little bit too long this year. I am done by October, November at the latest, and I may have some extras that I'm not too worried about, but this year I haven't done much with tulips. If you're wondering about the fertilizer that I am using, it's just regular bulk fertilizer that I found when I was at Lowe's this week. When it comes to fertilizer, I am not really married to one company. Whatever I can find locally at the best price is the deal that I'm going to be using for that year. And that's pretty much it. I am done planting tulips for 2023 until next year. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. It was super easy, get stuff done, take you with me while I do this. I hope that you enjoy it. Thank you for being here.